In this video, I'm going to tell you how much it costs to do an engine swap on a Toyota Prius. This is third generation. This is a Prius V, so this is the years 2010 to 2015. Here is my shiny new engine. So, first of all, here's what to look for if your head gasket is going bad. So on this engine, the head gasket went bad and it just ended up being a better idea to replace the engine than to swap out the head gasket because it has 177,000 miles on it. So I noticed that it was using a lot of oil when I was driving on the freeway, but more importantly, I would see the coolant level go down dramatically over time. And if the coolant's going down, either there's a leak in the coolant system, or if the head gasket's bad, the coolant is getting sucked into your engine. And when the gas motor starts, it makes a rattle like this. And then it runs fine after a little bit of rattling because it's blown all of the coolant or oil out of the cylinders. But you can see the check engine light is on, a misfire on cylinder 1. Now in terms of buying a brand new engine, if you get it directly from Toyota, a brand new engine installed is somewhere over $8,000. I think this is the year 2024 that I'm shooting this video. So what I did was I found a guy who sells JDM low mileage engines that have been certified. So it's an engine from Japan that is out of a used car that has between 40 and 60,000 miles on it, and they pressure test it. And then the only other suspect thing on the engine that you should replace if you're going to do that is the water pump. So he replaced the engine and then put a brand new factory Toyota water pump on it as well, because if you're going to do this, you really want to handle that water pump so you don't end up with that wrecking your engine after you replace it. And to figure out how much is parts and how much is labor, I looked up the engines online, and there are anywhere from $1,000 to $1,400 online for the engine. Here is a look at the bill. So I went to a Prius specialist, Prius 911. So he does engine swaps all the time. He's got a whole rack of these new engines that he can swap into people's cars, or I should say these new to you 60,000 mile certified used engines. And right here, you see the itemized list of things that are on there. Water pumps, that's made by Toyota, spark plugs, coolant, new oil. My car has 173,000 miles on it, so the total price cash was $2,700. And the date, that's important because I don't know when you'll be watching this or how inflation is going to work, but 9/10/2024. So the year 2024, it costs $2,700 to swap out your Prius engine. And I'd highly recommend going to a Prius specialist. There's enough Priuses around that there's guys like this that have just stacks of engines that do this job 100 times a year, that know exactly what they're doing and can really set you up right versus some generic mechanic.